keep our borders safe. So this is week 4 of the Embossy Punch Bunch collaboration with PoetSpice, and I have a project today to share with you. That's a combined project. I've used punches and an embossing folder to create my project. So let's start off with the embossing folder. I've used this Sizzix Alterations Sir Tim embossing folder with the double butterflies. For punches this week, I've added a new punch, not new to me, but new to the series. It's a corner punch, and it's really cool. It's got these 3 different corners, and they emboss as well as cut out the little leaf shapes, and they leave a really cool corner there. So I've used that. That's a Fiskars punch. I've used also my Fiskars scalloped punch for some borders. I've used my Martha Stewart doily punch, my Paper Studio rose border punch, and my Lil B doily border punch. In addition, I found this incredible, this is felt, and it has been embossed with a damask pattern, and I've used that in my project today, as well as we got our Ranger Distress inks and the handy dandy distressing tool. I've used also some of the new, what is this? Is this Alterations or what's this? Stampers Anonymous. Still, Tim Holtz collection. These are the mini stencil forms that he has. I don't know what you call it. It's a stencil folder, whatever it is. But anyway, 3 come in a pack. Love this. Yvonne White Preston started using stenciling. And I'm sure others have too, but I just have noticed her stencil work on her journals. And so when I saw this collection at the last CHA, the name has changed, I don't know. But anyway, the last preview, I knew that I wanted to get this one because of the floral patterns. So I use those. Ephemera-wise, I use some things from A Tattered Dream. That's Denise Sayers' shop. Denise is in New Mexico, and her shop's located on Etsy. So I've used some ephemera from her shop. I've also used just some tags from Michael's or Hobby Lobby or Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I've used some of my tags that I made using my tag punch. I've got some recollection envelopes in there. And last but certainly not least, the handy dandy Chili's silverware bags that are great additions to junk journals. So if you haven't guessed by now, yes, I made a junk journal. I have to, while the juices are flowing, make these. I am planning to gift some away for my 500 subbies. I'm almost up to 550, which is incredible to me and amazing. A lot of that is the support from you guys. But I wanted to show you what I made. I took my portfolio pattern and I cut the portfolio using this felt. It just makes it look so rich. This is one sewn in signature, sewn in pamphlet stitched. I've got some doily, I've got a doily, I've got a tulle, lots of tulle roses on the front, some lace trim here, as well as rosettes, which are covering up the stitching from the pamphlet stitch. Here's the back, simple closure, organza ribbon, which I will add bells, but I'm trying to get this filmed so that way I can meet my posting deadline. So let's get inside real quickly. Again, it's a portfolio. I guess everyone's saying a traveler's notebook or whatever, but let's see. When you open it up, in the front flap, I've taken 2 of those recollection card holders. I guess maybe library card holders, I'm not sure. And put in, I've used that stencil on those. Add a little eyelash trim for interest. Okay, put these down. You know they never go back in. So I've got 2 of those there. When you open up the inside flap, ta-da, there is my chilies bag. I had to cut it down a little bit, but I've just left it open for putting some little trinkets. And I've dolled it up at the bottom with some stashed lace. I've got an Yvonne White Preston butterfly here with a ticket. And yeah, so that's the inside flap there. And here is the signature. So on the outside of the signature, on the first page, I have a coffee filter made from the Tattered Floral die Fussy Mussy. And in the Fussy Mussy, I have 2 of my punched tags. So they fit in there, little cute little mini tags stuck in there. There's that. And you open up, the design paper that I used is from Paper Studios, and so there's that. Got a doily. This was actually the doily that Denise packaged my goods in, so thank you so much, Denise. I used my doily. You open it up and you've got, you see the stenciling here. Here's one of the time cards from A Tattered Dream, and I've dolled it up a little bit with some lace and a bulb clip. And I did not get this from Denise, but I know that she has those in her shop as well. And a little heart. So there's that. This first page here is some stationery that I found in the office. I am not sure what happened, but it's got this waxy feel, so I don't know if something stuck to it or what, but it's really cool, and it's been border punched on top and the bottom. I've got a piece of paper here. This is from a catalog that I get. It's Victoria Trading, and the covers are incredible. And so what I've done is fussy cut out and on some coffee dyed paper printed this young lady, and there's my fancy corner punch there. Yep, you can see this coloring. The coloring came out great. I'm pretty sure this is Ephemera's Vintage Garden. This is one of Debbie Ann's coffee stained printed line papers. Here's Denise's doily from A Tattered Dream. This is some newsprint. I got a pad of this newsprint, and it feels fabulous. Oh, there we go. So just see that. A piece of tea stained paper, again corner punched. More of the newsprint. I've got one of the bags from Denise's shop. I've got a little washi down here, a little lace trim for interest. Inside I have some coffee stained index cards, again punched with that punch that I got, or that I used, I should say. Next I have a baggie, and this baggie I have used some Stays On ink and did some stamping, and I've got here's that craft tag here, and behind there I've got, if it hasn't stuck to, no it isn't, another one of the coffee stained index cards there. And then inside this piece of paper I've got a pocket. Inside is some of that tea stained paper. It's just been folded to look like an envelope. More of the newsprint for journaling, as well as some more of that tea dyed paper that's been corner punched. Here are some cute sheets that I had found. I think my brother, you know what, I think my brother gave me this. He said I would use it more than he would. So these are some what to wear sheets, I guess, so if you're planning a trip or something. So I stuck those in there, did some stenciling on the outside. Here's another one inside. Here's more of the newsprint paper. It's 2 sheets there. Here's one of Denise's glassine bags, and this is where I've done the embossing folder. And so I use the Tim Holtz embossing folder with the butterflies, and then use some distressed inks on the raised areas just so that you could see what was going on there. Inside I have some more design paper pieces that have been distressed and stenciled for journaling. We've got the center of the signature has another one of those beautiful doilies from A Tattered Dream, and I have, this is where the pamphlet stitch was, and just added 2 little butterflies there. Going on the opposite side, I've put another tag. Again, this was from Denise's shop. Here, I'm starting to use all these things. I've been buying up from Etsy stores and haven't been using my things. I've been hoarding them, so I decided to let it go, let it go. So there's the back, and again, that butterfly pattern on this glassine is so pretty. The other side of the signature, just going back on the other sides. So we've got the newsprint. Again, here's the what to wear, the other side of the sheets that have been stenciled on the inside for journaling. And here, and again, tea stain paper, newsprint, the other side of that design paper. This is some tea stain paper that I have folded and just did the fancy cut. Isn't that pretty how that comes out on the corners? So utilized my punch. Backside of the baggie, this from Denise's shop. And I forgot to put something in there, so I need to put something in there. Here are some more newsprints, more tea stained paper, more newsprints. The other side of the doily. Here is the other side of that fold out, and here's the picture. This was another magazine cover from Victoria Trading that I just color copied onto the coffee dyed paper. Here's that piece of stationery, the other side of the timesheet, which has some stenciling on it. Open this up, and I have distressed and stenciled on the inside of there. And the back side is a doily, and there is a flip pocket here for storage. And I forgot to point out that I did put on both sides of the signature, just to give it some stability, I did put some lace trim there. So there you have it. Hope everybody's having a great 3-day weekend. This was so fun. I am just crafting away. So thanks a bunch, ha ha ha, no pun intended, for watching and tuning in and watching and leaving comments. Again, visit the other lady sites that are part of the collaboration. I will list those in the description box. I hope everyone is having a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye.